what's up and welcome to another redemption video. Now, this redemption video is kind of special because I broke a bunch of my old records and I even committed the Cardinal credit card community redemption sin. Now, I can't wait to get into all of that with you. This is going to be a great video with some highs and, I don't know if they're lows, but I'll leave that up to you guys. I'm going to let my co-star do her thing and then we'll jump right into it.
Welcome back to my dad's channel. If you're new here, make sure to click that like button and subscribe, and don't forget to share.
So I've been doing redemptions for a couple of years now, and I have had some great trips because of those redemptions. My very first meaningful one was when the wife and I went to Paris for points plus $5.60 to get to Europe, and I think it was like $250 for the both of us to get back, which is a fraction of the cost of the full price. And that is what I like, is doing these redemptions and getting deeply subsidized airfare and hotels by simply using credit card points for spend that I'm already spending. It's almost like participating in a Christmas club, but I'm kind of old, so you young people probably don't even know what a Christmas club is. But here's the deal. I do the searching, I do everything that is incorporated into booking these crazy redemptions all myself. I do not use services like Seats.Aero or Points.me. I have in the past, but frankly, I guess you can just call me old school. I just like to get in there and get the work done myself. And you are going to see one of the biggest redemptions I have ever done, because I literally reserved enough airfare that via cash value at $34,000, it literally costs more than my entire 10-day Italy trip that me and the wife took in January. So sit back and strap in and let's get to these flights and see exactly how I did this. So for my first flight, it actually went counter to the plan that I had laid out for 2024, my credit card strategy, because my whole thing was going to be centered around getting American Airlines points to fly Qatar Q Suites, because that is a bucket list product for me. But earlier this year, I literally found a great redemption, or at least great as far as I was concerned, because it was available on British Airways for none other than Qatar Q Suites. So I didn't need the American Airlines miles. I just used British Airways Avios. Now, I covered that in the Mega Redemption Volume 2 video here. I'll go ahead and link it here. But the short story is I ended up spending 189,000 British Airways Avios and $208 for a Qatar Q Suites trip from Miami nonstop to Doha, Qatar. Now, the cash price at the time of that booking would have been $18,582. And due to that, as you can see in the previous video, the cent per point value was actually 9.22 cents per point, which is a record high for me. Now, next up, I have two tickets that I needed to get from Doha to Cairo, because we want to go to Egypt while we're over there. We're going to be, doing our whole 10-day bit, and we want to hit a few places. So we had to figure out how to get from Doha to Cairo. So what we did was we ended up looking up a Qatar flight once again, since we're in Doha. So now those same American Airlines points that did me no good with the Qatar Q Suites bookings to get to Doha, I was actually able to use 60,000 American Airlines points plus $79.48 to book 2 international first-class tickets from Doha to Cairo. So because of that, we actually get to spend part of our anniversary in none other than the Al Safwa First Class Lounge in Hamad Airport, which I am very much so looking forward to. I think it's going to be just a crazy experience, because this is one of the best first class lounges, not in the country, but in the world. So we're really looking forward to that. Now, because those tickets have a cash value of $2,049 for the both of us, we were actually able to get 3.2 cents per point on our American Airlines points. Now, because I like to bookend all of my redemptions, meaning that normally when I decide on a redemption, my very first things I like to do is actually get the flight to the destination and the flight home secured, because it doesn't matter how nice of a place you stay in if you can't get back home. I was able to find yet another Q Suites availability from Dubai back to Boston in order to get us back into the United States. Now, even though the taxes are higher, the total expenditure for that was 150,000 British Airways Avios, plus $502.60, and that's going to be for both tickets. Now with a cash price of $10,000 per point. Now before I get to the last flight, I'm actually presenting these in the order of which I booked them. Now I need you to know that this is a combination of points that both me and my wife hold. So what we were able to do is actually, because I'm authorized user on some of her cards and she's authorized user on some of mine, with American Express, who expressly lets you know that you can't transfer points, as long as you're an authorized user, they can actually put their Amex points and transfer them into your loyalty program, because as an authorized user, you can load onto their account. So that's how we were able to share Amex points. And with Chase points, you can either send them to other people who live in your household, or the same policy that Amex has, Chase has. But you have to be careful with Chase because their transfer times are considerably longer than Amex's. Now I told you I was gonna break some rules here. And to be honest with you, this last booking, it really just kind of shuns convention. And honestly, my good conscience, hey, what's up? My sense, hey, and sensibility, pleased to meet you, must have all been on vacation at that point, because honestly, I flew by the seat of my pants. I pulled the trigger on a dream, a bucket list item. And so if you were wondering how it was we were gonna get from Cairo to Dubai in order to get home, I'm going to tell you, and that is via Emirates business class. This is a bucket list item that I've always wanted to try. Availability is so hard. Without like a mountain of points from North America over, I figure we're already in the area, why not do it? So now with that, there's something I have to tell you. Look, come here. Just let your godfather explain. I paid cash. Ooh, what the All right, okay. Everybody calm down. Everybody just chill. Just get him some water. Look, I get it. In the community, redemption is king. Yada, 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 was it. It is what it is. But I can tell you right now, this is what separates me from other creators, because look, I'm 42, I'm established, and it should be fairly understandable that I should have A, more savings, makes sense, B, more disposable income, got some kids, but my story is not the same as someone who, for instance, is 22. So I'm not even gonna keep you in suspense. We ended up paying $26.94 for 2 business class Emirates flights. Now, why did I do this? I did this A, because it's a bucket list item, and B, because Emirates is one of the unique airlines in which you can do upgrades literally on the fly. I set an alert for Emirates to let me know if there's an upgrade available that I can do, and I can transfer the points. I used my American Express Platinum card, which gave me 5x points, so I got almost half the points I would need to upgrade both of us anyway. And can you imagine us being able to fly international first in Emirates? Not too many people get to fly that. And then in addition to all of that, it's going to be on the A380, yet another bucket list item that I wanted to do, because I've never been on that jet before, and I've wanted to be on a double-decker jet. 747's a little out of reach still, so this is my opportunity, and frankly, you only go around once. I am not passing this up. So for the Semper point value, it's 0, because there were no points, but I still was able to pay pennies on the dollar. As a matter of fact, I guess you can call this flex time, because this is the first time I paid 6 figures for a flight. Because here's the thing, I didn't pay in US dollars. I actually paid in Egyptian pounds, and it was over 106,000 Egyptian pounds. So gave me, a little baller type feel. I'm just happy I'm able to experience this with my lovely wife, who is the awesomest player to ever. But that is the redemption. That is what I wanted to bring to you guys. And essentially, this is how I got about $34,000 in airfare alone for 10 cents on the dollar. And that's by responsible spending and using my credit cards. So let me let you know, paying cash ain't the end of the world, especially if you have the cash. And you can actually get an experience that you will never forget and that will live with you forever. And we are so looking forward to this. This trip is going to be epic. And I'm happy I'm able to share how I got this done with you guys. And I'm hoping that at least my conscience will forgive me. You're so lucky I live here rent-free. Carry on with your video. I don't know about the other guys though. But here's the pointy thing. You can check out these redemption videos, and I'll catch you later.